Welcome back to J&L Lumber. I'm John, and today's video we're going to be talking about our new Wolf Ridge 28 Pro X. This is the 28 Pro X. It is made by Wolf Ridge, and as you can see, this is the X is their 10th anniversary edition. So this pretty much has everything on it that I was wanting. With a few things that I didn't realize it had. So one thing that it does have, I'll start down here with the wedge. So it comes with a 4-way wedge, but the wedge is hydraulic adjustable. So it's got a lever up top here that you can move your wedge up and down hydraulically. So as I'm splitting, I'll be able to adjust the wedge to whatever size round I have that will hopefully cut down on the amount of resplits I have to do. The other thing that I like about this, that I was really after, is this hydraulic log lift. So this is pinned in right now, but this plate will fold down and you can stack your rounds on there and then hydraulically lift them up to the splitting area here. One thing that I did not realize that the 28 Pro X came with was a lot bigger push plate. So so this is a lot larger push plate, and then also it has, I believe, the brass glides on it down here, so on both sides. So I think for me that's going to last a long time. The other thing that I was wanting was, number one, the electric start. So the Honda engine has that. Fuel shut off, choke. And then this also has a lot larger ram, you know, that comes on this thing. So I mean, it's a beast. When I was testing it out yesterday, I mean, that is a massive ram on that thing. And the other thing I was looking at was the auto cycle. So these two valves here, you basically can press them both forward, and then this ram is going to slide forward, and as soon as it gets to the end, it's going to auto cycle back, and then, you know, it'll push one valve in and then push the other valve in. So so while that is pushing, I can already, my hands are free and I can be dealing with splitting of the wood, whatever, getting ready for the next round to come on. And my hand is not having to be on the lever the entire time. So I'm really excited about having the auto cycle. Then over here, like I said, you got your wedge up and down, and then here you have your log lift up and down. One thing that Wolf Ridge does is it's a retractable tongue, so that tongue does not stay out in your way. There is a pin back here so you can slide the tongue back when you are actually splitting wood, so that it's not in your way. And then this also has a massive hydraulic tank on it, and on the front of that tank, don't know if you can see it in the camera here, but it gives you your oil level and where you're at. But also in the middle of it here, there is a blue line, and that blue line is your oil temp. So as you're running, you can see where the temp of your hydraulic fluid is at. On the back of the machine, there is also a foot, and that foot, it's up for travel purposes right now, but when I'm actually splitting, that foot comes out, flip it around, and then it goes up against the ground, so that way you've got more stability as you're splitting. So today what we're going to do is, it's going to be a learning process. We're going to take it over there to those piles of wood that I've got. We're going to learn on that, and then once we're proficient at it, then we're going to move over and start splitting our other wood that we're going to be selling. Stay tuned for that. Don't go anywhere. We're going to get everything hooked up, and we're going to head to the wood pile and get some wood split. Okay, so I got the log splitter here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to work on today. This is our first pile, and like I said, you can look at it, it's pretty bad off, but we're going to go ahead and split it. This is what I'm going to use to kind of learn on, just get familiar with all the controls. We've got some big rounds over here, and all of this is pretty good stuff. It's still good and solid in there, so we're definitely going to put the loader to the test here with these big rounds and see how that works. And down here I've got some green wood that, you know, I cut down. I just cut that down about a month ago. Okay, so next thing I got to get is get my other tractor with the forks on it. I'm going to grab a couple of pallets and I'm going to bring them out here and stage them in front of the splitter, and that way as we're splitting, we're just going to stack straight into the pallets and then move them around, and once we fill one up. So the pallets that I'm going to be using, I made these, so they're roughly 4 by 4 by 4. So if we stack them a little over the edges, as far as height goes, I think they're going to be right at a half a cord. So we're going to see out of this how much wood we're going to get out of here. So all right, don't go anywhere. We're going to be splitting here real quick. Okay, so we split up that first batch, which was pretty old stuff, but it'll be good just to burn in the fire pit, things like that. So that's what we'll use that for. So now I've got repositioned and set up, and we are gonna split these big oak rounds. So this is a big oak tree, came out of Mom's backyard, and so I cut it up a few weeks back in preparation for getting this machine. And so we're gonna roll one of these over there, and we're gonna split these up. Now, the way I've got the machine set up right now is I've taken the wedges off, and we're just gonna use the single vertical wedge to break these things down into manageable chunks. And then we'll put the wedge on, and then we'll split them down. Okay, so now the work begins. I ran out of gas. My battery went out on my camera. So I don't know what you actually got to see. I guess when I get inside and look at the time lapse, we'll see where it shut off at. But I'm almost finished. I've got just 2 more pieces left to split, and then I'm gonna call it quits for the day. If there's anything we can do for you here at J&L Lumber, let us know. Like I said, we can cut any lumber you got. If you got some logs that you want some lumber cut out of, you can bring them to me and I'll cut them for you. As you can see, we're building up firewood, so hopefully when winter comes around, firewood season, we'll have some wood to sell. So all right, y'all have a great day. We'll see you back here next week.